Put your hands together for ACHG Production.
We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready. Good afternoon, ACHG Production, reaching for the doggone sky. Just getting ready to have a good time in the night time. Are you ready?
Friday night at 12:30, Saturday morning at 9:30.
Just want to have some fun
On Comcast C2.
Hello, Kevin Raspberry, founder and executive director of Garden City Preparatory Academy for Boys. We're here in Charleston, South Carolina to meet some of our brothers and sisters out here to offer the newest program to help our young men to become leaders. Our school is founded in mentorship. It is also founded in community service, but we are a highly disciplined organization. We are an organization that believes that when you structure a situation for young men that they'll be able to follow that path. Ultimately, from our school's perspective, we start with 6th graders and we add a grade each year up to 12th grade. And ultimately, what we seek to do is to create professionals. So and when they graduate high school from us, it is a situation where they are sophomores in college. This program is one to where we take them out and we teach them community service. We are heavily life skill inundated. And so we take them out and we show them how to operate in teams. And we show them how to lead their community. So we take them out and we introduce them to community leaders, and so whether that be professionals, whether that be some of our elders that have retired for a while. So Garden City Preparatory Academy for Boys, our academic director is Theodore Reed, and of course myself is Kevin Raspberry, executive director. Garden City Preparatory Academy, 888-448-7641, or our website, www.gc-prep.org. And we want to thank Mr. AC Funtime for this opportunity.
True Composure.
It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to a point where we just can't fake it. For some ungodly reason, we just won't let it die.
Good afternoon and welcome to the AC Fun Time Superstar. My name is AC and I'm sitting here with two, I can say go get 'em guys. Papa Smurf and Pastor Dixon. Mr. Pastor Dixon, we've been talking off camera and y'all guys, you take on so many different hats. Fast food workers, and you take on the area of taking back the streets, the youth, and what else y'all take on?
Well, we on many different fronts. The Healthcare Workers United down at MUSC, there's a major problem about the discrimination there that hasn't cleaned up since 1969 when the nurses' strike was held. We're out here with South Carolina Progressive Network and just fighting for increase in wages with the fast food workers, T-Mobile and the situation that they've got. A lot of people are not aware of the T-Mobile situation, that they're really dogging their people out. And until we get to the point where they understand that the community is not going to accept that, then they're going to continue doing it. Walmart, all the rest of these places. Okay. So we're not solely based on the Stop the Violence movement. That's a priority in our hearts. Okay. But we're down with the injustice anywhere as a threat to justice everywhere. Okay. So we're going to step to our business. We're going to grind wherever there's a problem at. If it's an injustice anywhere, they can expect to see the coalition and all our others hand in hand together. They can expect to see us in their face.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, you name quite a few things that y'all involved in. My question right now, I'd like to know, and the viewing audience would like to know, what do you feel right now is most important that y'all should be gearing up for, and you want the people to know that this is more important? Well, everything is important that you're doing, but which should have more attention right now that you most will focus on?
I think if I really had to be honest about that question, that the lack of unity within our community is the major problem that we have, because all of the things we do, from Stop the Violence all the way down to fighting for workers' rights, involves people power. You see, but when the people are stuck inside of their homes, stuck inside of, behind their television sets with a remote control in their hand and chicken hanging out their mouths, instead of getting up and getting involved in their communities, standing up for the crime that's going, against the crime that's going on in the community, speaking out when they know something is wrong in their community and addressing that situation, and not coming out to support the rallies, marches, and the various things, the protests that are going on. When the people don't get involved, basically you just got a couple of people out here on the street talking mess, And so basically, somewhat, we've been that couple of people for a few years now. And it's about time that the community says, we got a few leaders in this community that ain't scared to speak our problems out, to bring it, to present it. And so maybe we need to get out here with these folks and get behind them. You see, if we got a problem with North Charleston City Hall, or if we have a problem with our elected officials, the way to deal with that problem is not to sit at home and not do anything about it. Nothing from nothing, leave nothing. Billy Preston said that a long time ago. The way to deal with that is to get up and get involved and show these people, instead of 2 or 3 people out there, there's thousands of people out here that's ready to say, man, we ain't gonna take this no more. You remember the scene from the movie X, right? When they arrested the young brother, right? And they had him in the police station, and Denzel went in as Malcolm X, and he talked to the watch captain there, and the watch captain was like playing with him, making fun of him and carrying on, and didn't take him serious. Was buffooning him, as my good brother likes to use the terminology, was buffooning him. And basically got to that point where, man, why I need to listen to what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Then Denzel just told him, look out that window. Gotcha. And he looked out that window, and they saw an army of brothers standing there ready to support. Exactly. And that's exactly what we need today. Okay. I know that was cold just then. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Dixon, what we're going to do right here, we're going to take a brief break for a honey break. Y'all know what a honey break is, don't you? Yes, I do. Okay, and then we're going to come right back, and we're going to pour some more castor oil down your throat. And Mr. Dixon, when we come back, and you guys be thinking about it, I'm going to ask you, because for some reason, the kids, this is a new generation, and we talked about that. There's a little slight age difference, not much between us. But when I left the streets, I was out there. But from talking with you, it's gotten to be a jungle out there. And what we want to talk about, what's actually causing this? What's got their minds where it is now? And let's talk about that. We'll be right back. Don't you dare go anywhere. Don't you touch that dial.
Ooh, I got you wondering how. Baby, 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 about the plans to make me blue. With some other girl you knew before. Between the two of us, girls, you know I love you more. It took me by surprise, I must say. When I found out yesterday, don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? I heard it through the grapevine. How much longer would you be mine? How much longer would you be mine? Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? I heard it through the grapevine. And I'm just about to lose my mind. Oh yes I am. Oh yes I am. Baby, won't you listen to me? Boy, take a good look in these tears eyes. Baby, baby, these tears I can't hold inside. Losing you, well, in my life, you see. 'Cause you mean that much to me. You could have told me yourself that you love somebody else. Instead, I heard it through the grapevine. How much longer would you be mine? Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? And I'm just about to lose my mind. Oh yes I am. Oh yes I am. Say believe half of what you see. Oh no and none of what you hear. Baby, baby, I just can't help being confused. If it's true, please, baby, won't you tell me, dear? Oh, do you plan to let me go? For the other girl you loved before. Don't you know that I heard it through the grapevine? I heard it through the grapevine. How much longer would you be mine? Don't you know that I heard? Yes, I heard. Don't you know that I heard? Yes, I heard. Baby, I heard. Yes, I heard. Don't you know that I heard? Yes, I heard. Don't you know that I heard? Yes, I heard. Yes, I heard. Baby, I heard. Yes, I heard it through the grapevine.
And we are back with Papa Smurf, Pastor Dixon. And before we left, my question was, what's happened? This is a new world. After 9/11, the president came on the television and said, the world that you are used to does no longer exist. So we are living in a new world. And it's all about spirit. It's all about energy. And I'm going to start with you, Papa Smurf. We dealt with Mr. Dixon for a minute. What do you think's going on with our youth? Do you think it's a part of the parenting? Do you think what do you think the problem is? What's going on?
Well, basically, you know, I'm out there with those children, and I hear a lot of the complaints, and I've noticed that a lot is getting missed because those in position to really make a change refuse to listen. They continuously say, well, we want to know what's wrong. We want to know how you feel. We want to know what we could do to better assist you to be productive in society. And then when they come, the explanations for why they do what they do gets turned away as though it wasn't the right answer. And because a lot of people now are concerned about education, you have a lot of people that's concerned more about financial situations. So some would rather give up going to school to make $1. We have to bring that back. We have to bring the reality back to the kids where they understand that through education, you can make $1. You know, we have so many community leaders now, and I'm talking about like athletes, rappers, movie stars, that perpetuate that life is so easy, that money glorifies everything, and it doesn't. A lot of these people that are in them positions actually work, went to college, applied their stuff in school, but we only see the graphic of it. And that's one of the things what me and Pastor Dixon was talking about. As a matter of fact, it would be a wonderful thing now to hear him finish the conversation what we was talking about exactly. exactly about how these young kids now see things on TV and through the music.
Yes, Mr. Dixon, would you elaborate?
I'd be glad to. We've opened up the door to a whole lot of problems with our youth by allowing images into our homes, into our lifestyles, and into our families. Instead of us regulating the content that our youth have been exposed to, well, we just let it go. And that's why a lot of the problem that exists right now falls back in the hands of the generations that preceded it. Okay, so we can't turn our backs to what's going on right now because we've been just as much a part of the problem as anybody and everybody. When we point our fingers at them, we need to realize we pointing them right back at ourselves because we let a lot of this happen instead of us correcting what happened when it was going on. One of the problems that we're running into right now, and it's a very big problem, is the fact that those who are attempting to intervene in this situation, instead of them listening to the youth and the problems that they have and then processing that information in order to help the youth, what they're doing is going on stereotypical thought processes that came from our generation. See, we came from a generation, and we can't apply the things that worked in our generation to this generation. It's a new school out here, and we need some new school methods. Right now, you got a lot of people out here that are trying to remedy new school situations with old school practices, and it just ain't working. You know, take law enforcement for one thing. They set policies and procedures from inside their doors about what's going on in the hood, down in the ghetto with the dealers and the gun violence and everything, but they never been on that side of the fence. They don't know the hood. They got an academic knowledge of the hood. They have a generic knowledge of the hood, but to really have an internal knowledge of how to help the hood, they don't have that. And then when people like Smurf and myself come, or even yourself, come to say, we're here to help, put us in, coach, they look at us like we stupid or something. But we've been there. We've been about that life. We've been up that road. We got numbers. We've been in the prison system. So who better? I mean, even your major corporations today, when they want to deal with loss prevention, who do they hire? They hire thieves, ex-thieves, to come in and make sure that people don't steal from them. Why is it law enforcement doesn't come and get ex-convicts, ex-drug dealers have to turn their lives around and come and ask them, okay, what do you think will be good in order to help correct the community? They don't do that. Matter of fact, when we come and volunteer, they sort of turn their backs to us, you know.
So what you're telling me is they've been doing an old thing in a new time, and it's not working, and they have not caught on to the fact that what they're doing is not working, and they are not willing to listen to someone that's got a new idea. Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to ask a question, and I don't want to get into banging anybody, but you know, a lot of people feel like Chisholm playing gospel music, and then he's playing R&B music. Well, I'm just going to ask you a question. If I'm trying, now, you know, in the Bible, Christ didn't come to those people that were saved. He came to those people that were lost. So now, how can I reach these people if I don't come to them with something that's going to catch their attention? But what we do at AC Funtime Superstar is we lead by example. And we call it AC Funtime Clean Entertainment. So I don't see anything in the Bible where it talks about clean fun. To me, that's a tool to reach them. Now, Pastor, it's up to you to take it from here. After I get their attention, that's why we call it castor oil and honey. We give them the honey, that clean R&B music. Then we talk to guys like you to give them that castor oil. And then we look for some pastor to come on the show to give them some extra dose of castor oil that will lead them to a new place. Listen, we're going to take a break right here, but we're going to come back and we're going to get real deep. Pastor Dixon and Papa Smurf, they have got double. Y'all got some physics salt too. Y'all want to give them too, right? We'll be right back. Don't you dare move.
It's the Brooklyn All-Stars.
Put your hand together. Said he wouldn't move. This wicked rain. This Oh, yeah. Go down and lead you. I'll go with thee. Oh, yeah. Tell no Pharaoh to set my people free. Oh, yeah. Tell them I'll build up the nation that shall obey. He said he would move this wicked race. Said he would move. I know this wicked race. Said he would move. Said he would build up the nation that shall obey. Paul and Silas, they were bound in jail. Oh, yeah. You don't have to worry, I'll go your bail. Oh, yeah. Then there was Daniel. Tell me he was the wisest of them all. Oh, yeah. Go read the handwriting on the wall. Oh, yeah. Tell him I've been build up the nation that shall obey. He said he would move this wicked race. Said he would move. I know this wicked race. Said he would move. Said he would build up the nation that shall obey.
And we are back with Pastor Dixon and Papa Smurf, AC Funtime Superstar, and we're getting the mustard cut. These guys got some castor oil. Tell me they got some physics sauce. Papa Smurf, where are we and what are you serving?
Well, let me tell you. Excuse me. Let me tell you something. One of the biggest problems, me personally, that I see is the message is not really that bad. It is somewhat outdated, but it's not that bad. But it's the people who you presenting the message to. These is not real people. These are just names I want to use. If you call on a Stop the Violence movement or a rally, you should want to speak to people like Nuck Nuck and Little Boo and Little Black. Those are the people who need to hear this message. But when you got William up there and Harry up there, people who are most likely not to commit a crime, it serves no purpose. You're trying to fix something that's not broke. You need to get to the people that really need to hear this message. You know, one of the wonderful things I've become involved in is a program called Garden City Preparatory. It's a school that's kind of directed at that kind of attitude. It gets to those who are likely to get somewhat slip through the cracks, and they actually bring that reality back into their lives where the people who need to hear the message will hear it. The people who need the etiquette will get it. Matter of fact, Pastor, me and you spoke about that a little while ago. You know, do me a favor. Spin off of what I just said. Tell them exactly what we was talking about when we had that discussion.
Yeah, really, our folks have lost a lot over the years. We've allowed that to happen.
Exactly.
But now it's time for us to bring in a new way of thinking, a new right way of thinking, so that we can show our youngsters a better way, a right way, so that we can train up a child in the way that they should go. Over the years, it's going to pay off for us in our future. If we don't invest the time and the energy and the effort right now. As you said, Garden City Preparatory School, right. Man, an amazing program. You're going to hear more about this in the future, I'm sure, because we got AC Funtime right here, I know he's ready to do a segment on them for sure. A phenomenal program and some phenomenal individuals who are running this program. But overall, we have got to get to that point right now where we are incorporating methods of teaching our children that are going to reach them. Exactly. And we got to use people that can reach them. Exactly. You know, you ever been involved in, well, you ever been to church? And I'm a pastor, I'm going to go there, I'm going to take you to church, okay? You ever been to church and the pastor been talking and all you could do is sit there and look at your watch and wonder when I'm getting ready to leave because he wasn't really touching you anywhere where you needed to be touched at. Well, that's what's happening with a lot of our so-called leaders out here who are trying to address a situation, but they're addressing it from their own perspective. We've got to reach the youth where they're at and to listen to their perspective. We've got to understand that where they came from, all of the events that added up into their lives that got them to a certain point. We can't assess their life right now at this point based on assessing our life. We different. Times were different. Ways were different. Back in my day, you know, folks would carry knives and chains. Every now and then, folk had a zip gun. Today, you got 8-year-olds carrying Glock 9s and Tech 9s, Mac 10s, and various type of firearms, you know. And they can tell you how to break them down, put them back together, and everything. So in order to break that mentality, though, we need people who understand that, okay, I can't walk up to you and just say, you need Jesus, and hope that that's going to help. No.
It's a jungle out here.
Sometimes it make me wonder.
AC Funtime Superstar. AC Funtime Superstar with Mr. Dixon, Pastor Dixon, Papa Smurf. Listen to these guys. They're making a point, and we're going to have Papa Smurf, Pastor Dixon back, and we're going to touch on some other issues that we are dealing with presently, because these guys wear many hats. Gonna get deep. What y'all gonna have next time?
We just gonna get deep.
Y'all gonna have some cough syrup?
No, I can't say
AC Funtime. We'll see you on the other side.
My problem is to teach and educate the boys to make our communities better. Just because a man is in the house doesn't necessarily mean that the child is learning anything. Again, we assume that they're not being taught everything, so we teach it again and again every day. And these boys, and Mr. Reed actually taught me this, and he showed me, he said, Raz, all you have to do, if you care for these kids, they'll do anything for you. You even have to look at a gang concept. They show them love coming in. And we got to think about that as a community. How much love as a community are we showing these kids? And we talk about them from the standpoint of parents sagging. We talk about their lingo. We talk about the music they listen to. We talk about what they eat. We talk about what they consider as friends. And so we want to change that. Well, here's the first issue for all of us. If that is now their normal culture, somebody dropped the ball for that to be their normal culture. All right? Fine. If that's where they are, that's where they are. Why we dress the way we dress. And he teach them, you know, how do you put your, you know, how you wear a tie and all this other stuff. And well, one of the first things he had to do was he had to establish where sagging came from. And he asked them. Half the boys in that room said, well, my daddy sagged, or my brother sagged, or my cousin taught me to sag. Do you know what that means? No, that's just the way we dress. So when we fully outline that thing, I'm telling you, to a boy that was standing there, all of them pulled their pants up when they found out where it all came from.
All aboard! For this stagecoach is about to move out. It is for everyone that has potential and would love to be a superstar. Yeah, buddy, this stagecoach is leaving for Fun Timesville. And the Lord God is your driver to see that we have a safe trip. AC is your conductor. Come on, everybody.
Headed down to Funsville.
Come on.
Come on, take the ride if you will.
Everybody.
You don't have to worry
The
about
Lord God
nothing.
is your driver.
Just come on and get on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, no tickets will be accepted on this trip.